गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। मुझे पहले ही रेस्ट्रिक्ट कर दिया गया है। मैं बहुत कुछ सोच के आई थी बोलने के लिए, पर एनी हाउ जो सोच के आई हूँ वो थोड़ा बहुत ज़रूर बोलूँगी। सिस्टर, मेरी मदर का डिस्चार्ज हो गया है और सब कुछ हो गया है, तो प्लीज़ डॉक्टर को बुला दीजिए ताकि वो मेडिसिन समझा दें। हाँ, बस आ रहे हैं, आप बैठिए, बस अभी आ रहे हैं, बुला दिया है डॉक्टर को हमने। सिस्टर, 1 घंटे से ऊपर हो गया है, प्लीज़, हमें देर हो रही है। अरे ये डॉक्टर कहाँ जाके सो गया है? Is it a shocking statement from a nurse or a coordinator? हम सुबह से AI, डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी, इन सब के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, बट what I have observed, not only today, but in hospitals, that caring, speaking with empathy, or the right communication is just going down. Why? Because हमारा पूरा का पूरा फोकस जो है वो एडवांसमेंट पे चला गया। हम पूरा फोकस वहाँ कर रहे हैं, पेशेंट के लिए ये करना है, पेशेंट के लिए ये मशीन आ रही है, पेशेंट को ऐसे ट्रीट करना है, बट उसको कैसे ट्रीट करना है वो मिसिंग है आज के डेट में। सो गुड इवनिंग लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, I just want to say that we have AI driven diagnostics, robotic suites, green sustainable buildings, but I am going to start with a reality check that hospital of future is currently a failure. Why I am saying so? 1.6 million Indians die yearly from poor hospital care. 10x2 road accidents. And this study is been done by Harvard-led Starlet Global Health. ये मैं अपने आप से नहीं बोल रही हूँ. Why it is done? बिकॉज हमारा पूरा का पूरा फोकस जो है वो स्मार्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे जा रहा है। वी स्पेंट बिलियन ऑन स्मार्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, येट वी स्टिल आर प्रैक्टिसिंग डम कम्युनिकेशन। वी हैव सेंसर्स दैट ट्रैक हार्ट रेट्स टू द मिलीसेकेंड, बट वी स्टिल हैव पेशेंट्स who leave our facilities feeling invisible and unheard. कभी सोचा है ये क्यों? अभी एक मैम ने बहुत अच्छी बात कही, इमोशंस। बिकॉज मैं AI को डिस्करेज नहीं कर रही हूँ, प्लीज़ माइंड इट, बिकॉज डेफिनेटली वी नीड टू अपडेट अवर सेल्फ विद द कमिंग टाइम, अदरवाइज हम पीछे रह जाएंगे। बट वी शुड नॉट फॉरगेट कि हेल्थ केयर एक ऐसा सेक्टर है जिसमें विदाउट इमोशंस यू कैन नॉट परफॉर्म। डू यू एग्री? आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन, अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन। कोई भी मुझे ये बताए, व्हाट इज द हॉस्पिटल एक्सपीरियंस? एनी वन ऑफ यू। अगर मैं एक सेंटेंस में आपसे पूछूं, tell me your experience as a patient or as an attendant. Forget that you are a doctor, forget that you are a researcher, forget what you are doing. Can anybody? Please. मेरे पास टाइम बहुत कम है. Anybody? कोई भी एक sentence, please.
Honestly, when I see a lot of people coming for feedback, they come at the end. But the real challenge that the patients are going in the hospital, for instance, my dad, they know that he has undergone a surgery, but you will see a warden boy coming to clean when he just got to sleep for 15 minutes.
See.
This is a real-time experience.
See.
But at the end, when I'm checking out, I have a wonderful lady coming in a beautiful saree, coming and taking a feedback in the right hand. But how do I explain her my dad who had undergone a surgery, he's trying to sleep, and there is a mopping guy coming once, there is a person coming to clean the toilet once. These are the smallest of things which human connection is missing.
Right. Please give her a round of applause. Please. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. मैं एक बहुत छोटा सा एग्जांपल, और मैं जो भी आपको कह रही हूँ, अभी जो मैंने आपसे कहा सिस्टर वाली बात, ये अभी 2 दिन पहले ही हुई है मेरे साथ. माई मदर वॉज गेटिंग डिस्चार्ज. एक और इंसिडेंट बताती हूँ, वो भी बहुत छोटा सा है. माई मदर हैज़ दैट वेरी थिन वेन्स. आपको पता होगा कि वो बार बार कैनुला लगाते हैं. एक दिन में यू वोंट बिलीव शी इज़ अ पेशेंट ऑफ ITP. तो उनका वेन नहीं मिलता है, 6 बार कैनुला लगता है, 6 बार. एंड दिस इज़ द एग्जैक्ट वर्ड जो एक सीनियर नर्स ने आके कहा कि अब तो लग गया है, कम से कम इसे 2 दिन चला लेना, कम से कम इसे 2 दिन चला लेना. एंड आई वॉज लुकिंग एट हर लाइक दिस. What she wants to say? Are we playing with the cannula? So this is what I really want to make clear, that please, we should see this AI, we should work accordingly, but in healthcare, what I believe that emotions are the topmost priority. Thank you so much. I will not take much time, because I have one of my friend who is a man who operates at the intersection of global data and local impact. As a managing director of Kataba Research, he leads an organization dedicated on time, on budget clinical delivery. None other than Mr. Lokesh Chaudhary. Please. So, I just quickly will ask you, because we are really running short of time, because I have a lot of things to share with you, but I don't have time, and I have to give time to him also. Okay, so Lokesh, when we talk about patient centricity in research, and often it's just a buzzword to make data collection easier for us. Okay? So I want to know from your perspective, how do you ensure that smart research actually puts human being first? And how do you make sure a trial participant feels like a partner in a breakthrough rather than just a biometric feed? Please.
Thank you, Jamila. And thank you for giving us a wonderful introduction about myself. And also, firstly, I should also thank you for
You're
giving
most
us a
welcome.
very good platform for knowing everybody about our today's topic. The first point, what you mentioned about the patients, okay? But in clinical trials, we don't call it as a patients. We call them as a research participants.
Okay.
Because these are the research participants who give us their scientific data, okay? And also, they give us their time to us. And this all because of the voluntary consent. They give the consent to us. And these research participants, they are from different locations, basically. And most of the hospital has got their own data available with them. And in addition to the participants, these research participants, they also have their own rights, okay? And they have their rights to know the protocol, know the study procedure, how this is going to affect their own treatment level. And also they have the rights to keep the things confidential. And none other than one important thing, they can also withdraw from the study anytime. Last week, when I was having a talk with a couple of students, where I was giving a lecture on research participants itself, and I make them very much clear that research participants are very much important for us, because in clinical trials, if they are not there, then we will not be able to do the clinical trials. Research participants, we have to treat research participants as a partners, because they give us their time, they give us their data, and also these research participants are coming to the sites well on time. So I told those students that when they move from the student level to the into the clinical research trial participants, as you said, in hospitals there are nurses who takes care about the patients, but in clinical trial sites there are research coordinators. So these research coordinators takes care about the patients. It's research participants. They take care about these research participants about their study visits, and they coordinate them to the hospital, different departments as per the protocol of the study. So at the end, I can say these research participants are very much important for us in the clinical trials, and who provides the data to us. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a fine line, isn't it? Because if a patient feels like a subject rather than a person, so the data loses its authenticity. Because tech is a tool, but human connection is a strategy.
Correct.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, so my last question to you is, what makes a change feel necessary to make the research smart as well as patient-centric?
Okay. Okay. Since now we are in 2026 now, and you want us to know for 2030, okay? And this point I have already shared in my earlier discussions as well, when I was with my colleague Dr. Manish and Dr. Jeros, and I have also communicated that we should have a national health card for each and every patients, and so that these national health cards will have access to their treatments, and these are as like we have Aadhaar card and PAN card, and those can be accessible to the different hospitals as well, and those are freely available, but those can be available after giving the consent from the patients, from the research participant, we can say. In clinical trials as well, this will be very much important to understand their treatment, what are they going on, what treatments they have done, and what all medicines they have taken till now, and also to see whether these research participants are eligible for our study or not. So this would be one of the seekers for us as a clinical trials, and I would talk through the clinical trial perspective only, and definitely in hospitals it would be helpful for different other departments to know about one patients. In hospital you can say as a patients. So because in hospitals patient has to go with different departments, and if they have a real-time data available on their desktop, definitely it will be helpful for them. And with this we can move towards the data, as we were talking about data driven. So this will be more towards data driven, and we will have a health chart data for each and every patients for us. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Lokesh. So, one question to you all. What is that one thing a patient complains about that technology cannot fix? Please. The bill. Anything? Anybody? Anything else? Please. Yeah. Good. Smile. Yes, that's the most needed thing in a hospital. Smile. Fear. Ignored. Feeling unheard. Confused. Okay? And these all things are human problems. And a human to human can solve this problem. So, as we close, I just want to say or give you a simple challenge that by all means build smart hospitals. Build smart hospitals. But remember, the most sustainable thing in healthcare is trusted relationship. The impact of future won't be measured by how many robots you have, but by how many of your patients felt truly seen by your team. So let's make future of the hospital not just smart, but deeply, unapologetically human. Thank you, Lokesh. Thank you all for being present today. Thank you. Yeah, please. Yeah, I just want to add one thing. Actually, Dr. Vivek Gupta, a cardiologist, was supposed to be there on the panel, but due to some emergency surgeries, he was not able to make it. But definitely, he just sent me a message to say sorry to you all that he was not here. So definitely that absence is there. Thank you all. If I have time, then I have a lot of things. Yeah, please. You want to have this?
As compared to the topic and in the context which you brought in, it's were absolutely diverse. So first of all, I would like to appreciate and a big round of applause for you for bringing the diversity of the topic which we are talking about. So thank you so much for bringing in. Thank you.
Because I have a reason for this, sir. I am a cancer survivor. And not once, twice. And you won't believe कि मुझे लोगों ने इतना नेगेटिव किया था क्योंकि हमारे सोसाइटी में ना पॉजिटिविटी कम है. अगर मैं कहती भी थी ना मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगी, हाँ बोलना पड़ता है ऐसे, पर ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, जितने दिन हैं अच्छे से ही गुजार लो. तो मैं ये कह देती थी, प्लीज़ डू नॉट गिव देयर कॉल्स टू मी. I don't want to see them during my treatment. And that time, you know, I was basically a corporate trainer. But I switched over to totally dedicating to healthcare. Why? Because during my treatment, I observed a lot of things as a patient, as an attendant. I lost my father in last March. And that time also I observed a lot of things. And that time I decided, अगर मैं कुछ कर सकी हेल्थ केयर के लिए, हॉस्पिटल्स के लिए, अगर एक हॉस्पिटल भी जैसा मेरा विजन है अगर हो गया तो आई विल बी हैप्पी, आई विल बी मोर देन हैप्पी. थैंक यू.